So one of the weirdest units of measure when I was in prison was a finger, which is not as fucked up and gross as it sounds. It means like a finger of a glove, as in you would buy contraband spices by the finger, as in a finger of a strip search glove filled with cinnamon, for instance, would be smuggled out of the mess hall. What about you, Jesse?
We would also do that with coffee. So you would get a finger of cinnamon or you'd get a finger of coffee for a soup or for a stamp. But I think about it, there's probably like guys would buy weed by the spoon. So it'd be like, yo, how many spoons do you want? And a spoon would be $10 or $20 or whatever it was. Or it would be measured in cigarettes or commissary. It'd be like, yo, I got spoons for a box, which is a carton of cigarettes.
Oh, that's so weird. We did not measure by spoons. How much, like, is a spoon a joint? Like, what?
No, so like a joint was a pin joint. That were like these really tiny little things. This was like one of those white plastic spoons that covered up, which on the street would barely be a joint, but in there it was like
How
4 or
much?
5 joints.
How much do you think it holds, though?
I mean,
Is this like a gram of weed? Like
less
what?
than that, a fraction of a gram, like 0.4 or 0.3.
Huh? Yeah. No, we did not measure things by spoons, but we did use cigarettes as currency. So you would measure like this cost you X cartons or X, packs of cigarettes. Yeah.
Well, and the other thing is, so when they got rid of cigarettes in 2010, we went to stamps. And so then things would be, oh, it's a book of stamps. But the funny thing was in some prisons, they sold stamps by books of 10. And other prisons, they sold them by books of 20. So guys would come from the mountains and they'd be like, yeah, I need 2 books of stamps. Somebody would give them 40 stamps. They'd be like, no, I only needed 20. Or vice versa.
Oh.
And there were fights over this. Because people were like, yo, you said you were going to give me 2 books of stamps. They'd only give them 20 stamps instead of 40 stamps. Then all of a sudden they'd go to war over a misunderstanding.
Oh, God, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
We did not have that drama.